Yo, yo, yo. Hold up, I'm sending the link out, sorry. Link to today's stream. New keyboard, so it's loud as hell again. Alright. Good morning, Ninja, Dividend Bull. What's up, Blink? What's up, Peoples? What's up, Teresa? What's up, Daffy? Yo, we got multiple gold stars in here. Let's go. Look at that. Daffy, Peoples. I see you. Dude, for real, the gold star is insane. Look good. What is that, 6? That's 6 months, right? That's like half a year. That's crazy. Huge sign of respect. Damn, 6 months. That's like a really long time, to be honest. I gotta screenshot that. That's so cool. All right, let's get into things. I think I gave everybody. Oh, Peoples, that's a better screenshot. Should have waited. All right. So yesterday, who was all here yesterday for the Sunday stream? If you weren't, be sure to go back and check out that stream. You can do this by just going to Google, clicking on the YouTube channel, clicking on live, and then going not to this one, but to this one. But this is the one we did yesterday. It looks like a pretty good amount of people caught up to it. But it was just a little bit over an hour. That was kind of what I was aiming for. So hopefully you guys caught up to that. But that was a really, really good breakdown on what a lot of really good advice and lessons and tips and stuff. But it was a lot of good info on today as well this week. And kind of really the next couple weeks. Really, that was a really good stream yesterday. So we should probably do another one of those next week. So if I'm not posting a weekly scenarios video next week, I will be doing a Sunday stream. And I am going to try to do those extra streams on Tuesday night and Thursday night. I'm going to try my best. It's like 6 p.m. Central Standard Time, or I think somebody said 6 p.m. Eastern or 7 Eastern is when I should do it. So I'm going to try to do 1 or 2 of those extra charting streams on Kick this week. So I will drop the link in the same places that I drop links. Or I'll just do a private stream here because YouTube's a little bit easier. You listened after? Good. Daffy said if we hit 100 likes, we'll be getting I can't read English. We'll be getting 5 memberships. He'll be donating. I don't think we're going to hit 100 today. I got to get the channel back. Killing it again. But be sure to send the link out to everybody who's around, guys, around the markets, and drop a like on the stream. Definitely helps out. But I'm going to go ahead and start now, guys. It's almost 8 o'clock. So yesterday we talked about spot. We talked about a lot of different charts yesterday. But these were the ones that we had set up for that, at least what we thought looked good. So we're going to set up levels for potential trades. And it's kind of not in a great spot. So today I already posted something in Discord. We go over to that channel. Before, of course, I sent the link out for the stream, I talked about what happened this morning. Prices tried leaving range and are back to square one. Bears want to break under the previous day low demand while bulls are trying to hold it and bounce off of it. Now that can be anywhere between the previous day low and basically today's open, but I went up and I added the top of the last red candle before the reversal back up to give us that traditional way of grabbing that area of previous day low demand. So I left it there. So essentially we need to watch the area between 443.35 and 444.13 hold. not, bears can try to push lower. If a hold occurs, bounces can happen, and try to retake. Let's see, what did they lose? They lost previous day close. They lost 445.11, which this is really the big level 445 that we need to see them over. Friday was a very indecisive day. We saw them start under it, retake it, fail, retake, hold higher lows, fail, hold higher lows again, and then they accepted to hold over it for the last good portion of Friday. So that was actually a really good thing for bulls right there. Good. I mean, no one really cares about the extended hours. Whatever happened here in pre-market, whatever news is out this morning. Now you can see that we're holding above the previous day low demand. So now it's like, okay, well, we're right back to square one then from Friday, because we either try to break under this, which they failed to. Again, they did it once. Couldn't. They just couldn't get any good fuel away from that support. So that's really what they needed to break. But right now today, we need to see them get over 445, which would be a great sign, which is what they did instantly on Monday, or Friday, sorry. So if we could see that again here on Monday, that'd be a great sign that bulls are still very present around 445, which isn't just a smaller time frame level. That is also a bigger time frame level. If you go to the daily time frame, we've been talking about 445 for the last 2.5 weeks. If we break down, what are we most likely returning to? 445. 445 is a very, very important shoulder that the price needed to return to. So basically we're looking to see, can they defend 445? If they can, then that's a great sign for bulls. Most likely end of the week we'll be tapping our heads against this resistance. Maybe even up against 450 to 451.50. Who knows? But if they don't, then we are going to be failing under this, but it's not going to be a pretty fade. It's not going to be something that you're going to easily see on the chart on the bigger time frame. So be very careful this week. There is news towards the end of this week, but beginning half should be fine. Overall, though, just stick with the levels. Focus on what's in front of you. So that's our game plan for SPY. Everybody good on that? Drop me an emoji, drop a reaction. Let me know that you know what we're looking for. And then while we're doing that, we're going to go through Meta, AMD, BABA, Tesla, Netflix. I'm going to type up a little watch list for the Discords. We'll talk about it while I'm typing it. And then when the market opens, we'll start talking about what's going on. We'll talk about SPY, the weights, everything. Yo, thank you, Rambo. Appreciate that. And yeah, I'm gonna pin that. That's actually a good idea. Don't forget to like the stream. Thank you. Good morning to all the... Oh, good morning to all. Let's have a great week. I was like, wait, what, to all what? Good morning, though, David. Good morning, Dividend. Thank you, Blink. All right, looks like a few of you understand what we're doing. All right, let's move on from this. So we talked about SPY, bigger and smaller time frame. And you see how I'm always talking about both sides of the story? It's because there's always a good opportunity for either side. You should never be sitting here saying, oh, guys, look to just enter calls at open and cut if it's under here. It's like, okay, and what? You know, and what if it breaks under? You know, let's talk about the other side of the chart. So think about trading in probabilities. Right at open, it's 50-50. It could get a nice bounce at open off of demand. That'd be good positional buying, intraday at least. Bigger time frame, it would make much sense. Smaller time frame, they break under, you know, this area of demand. It would make sense. You know, it's okay. Bears can take this, try to reject off of it, give you more patient plays away from it. If not, then you don't take it, right? That's two scenarios. That's 50-50, right? But if you cut one away by not even thinking about it or talking about it, then you're already cutting yourself to 25% of the chart. You're already screwing yourself. There's already just a quarter of what's of opportunity in front of you. You're not going to get a lot out of that. So give yourself a chance is basically what I'm asking. Continue to plan for both sides. But let's go through these now. So we got Meta. We'll just do them in order. Meta is already breaking previous dealer demand. That is not a good sign. So I'm not going to type it on this screen. I'm going to try to type it on my Discord screen. And I'll do my best to repeat everything. And if you guys want me to post it on the screen, I can. Alright, so we're going to do Meta. Basically, I need to just type a sentence first, though, before I type any levels. A hold of 300.36 to 301.16, right? Yeah. So 300.36 to 301.16. I mean, they need a hold of that for bulls to try and retake over 302.60, which is PDO, which PDO stands for previous day open, towards previous day high supply between 303.91, 304.72. That one's actually kind of easy. A break under this 300.36 area slash, I'm gonna just say slash 300, give it that psychological number. A pullback towards 299 slash 298 can happen. And bam, meta's done. Go to AMD. Alright, so what is AMD dealing with today? Yo, this playlist is going hard. Alright, just kind of get everything into the picture, and then I just kind of take my mouse off the screen. Then I start typing. AMD, looking for, I'm just going to type this one pretty bland. Above 107.60 towards 108.41. So a hold of 106.48 to 106.87 can be seen as bullish basing. Below, I'm just going to go to the last level right there, 106.19. Stop loss at 106.48. Target 105.50, 105, 104.58. AMD is done. Let's go to Baba. I think that was requested by Marlon yesterday, if I'm correct. I have really good memory on that. I think, yeah, hold up. Let me go back to that one. Just remind myself what's going on here. Okay, yeah, that's right. We talked about them moving up, possibly a double top. They already made the bearish kicker move down. There's a few charts in this exact move where they've already rejected a recent high, making that move, rejecting it, and then, of course, having a move down. A lot of charts have this, actually, and are reacting to recent basing supports. So basically, this one's pretty easy to think about on bigger time frames. Let's go to the smaller time frame now. A little different story. And you see, everything's kind of in the same spot where, you know, regardless of it moving up or not in extended hours or any part of its pre-market, it's fighting basically the previous day low demand or a bigger time frame level below, which yesterday in stream, we included that bigger time frame level below. I didn't have time to even open my charts before stream, so that's all we got. Let's see, let's type up Baba. Let's see what we can get out of this. Basically, I just need to type a hold of pre-market low to 94.17 would be good sign at open for bulls. Retake of, I'm going to say 95 and 95.75. 95 being the top of previous day low demand, 95.75 being previous day close. Towards, again saying above 95 or above 95.75 towards 96.40s to about, what's that bottom of demand or supply, sorry, 97. And then I'm going to say just vaguely below 94 for possible pullback. So again, looking for 40% entries here, 80% entries, anything you can. So we got Meta, we got AMD, we got Baba, we got to go to Tesla, then we got to go to Netflix, and then we should be fine. And if you guys want, if you guys want to go over some other charts that I haven't gone over, maybe we can do that towards the end. Yo, what did y'all do to Tesla? Wait, hold up. Let's just type this one vaguely because it's easy to type. I'm just going to say nice pullback this pre-market. Looking for a bounce from 234.86 to 235.03, just from that range. towards, what is that bottom of previous day low? 238, which is previous day low. Or a break under 234.86 towards, which I don't even know if I want. I'm going to type every dollar target, because if it's already moved this much, I'm not trying to be the guy that says, oh, it's going to move another $5 down. So we got Meta, AMD, Baba, Tesla, Netflix. What's my last one? Oh, that's right, Netflix. Guys, give me a reaction in the chat to let me know you're still with me. Sorry that I'm not, like, typing it in front of your eyes. But so far we've covered Meta, AMD, Baba, Tesla. Right now we're about to cover Netflix. And we already covered SPY on the smaller and bigger time frame. So if you're more interested in SPY, go back a couple minutes. Right at the beginning of the stream we talked about it. So take your time on that. Let's see the bigger time frame on Netflix, and then we'll jump back down to the smaller. Just kind of give ourselves a better view. So we saw that there was an inside bar. Consolidation was made after a potential breakout. Couldn't hold the breakout. They're getting a breakdown. Looks like 419.85 is a pretty important level. They're holding just above that. So let's go back down to the smaller time frame. Let's mark that pre-market low. Let's mark that 419.85 because we know where it is on the smaller time frame chart, or a bigger time frame chart. And then mark it yellow because we know it's not from this time frame. So extend to the left. Therefore, we can remember to actually delete it, and then delete pre-market low because I don't like marking Netflix pre-market. That marks the previous day close as well. It's interesting. Get the previous day open, previous day high. Definitely supply in this area. We don't have to mark that. And there's going to be a very small amount of demand in this area because it's already been broken technically. I'm going to go from this level up to the top of that last red candle. So I get both of my information in one. And then add a couple days because we're on the 14th, of course. And there we go. So that's the area I need to see bulls retake. It's between 421.72 and 423.02. This is probably the only ticker I don't actually mark the pre-market on. Mainly because it pretty much never has a good looking pre-market. A hold of 421.72 to about 423.02 for bullish bounces. A break / retest of this area, or break under 419.85 from bigger time frames. You can see pullbacks towards what's the middle of this area? I want to be a little cheater. Whoops. 418.28. So I'm going to say 418.50. Then I'll say 416.80. Let me just add the watch list to the screen so everybody gets it. Okay, it's going to be a pain in the ass. Oh, I remember why we never... That's why we never had these open, to look at enough tickers. Yeah, it's like impossible. Whoops. All right. So we got, of course, what we covered today was SPY, what needs to happen there for bulls or bears. Talked about Meta, a hold of 300, which I'll just go to the chart while I read through them again. But a hold of 300.36 to about 301.16 for bulls to try and retake over 302.60, which is previous day open towards previous day high supply, between 303.91 to 304.72. A break under this 300.36 area, or 300 psychological, a pullback towards 299, 298 can happen, which again, that can go a lot lower than 298. I was just giving passive targets below, which mainly doing that because I don't want people trying to make it to the furthest target. I want people to focus on making it to the first 2 targets. Again, if you can start focusing on that where you're selling most of your contracts at the first, which is very close, and then selling your runners, the remainder of your position at the second, then you can mental trade the rest of the chart, you know, and grow from there. But AMD, we're looking for above 107.60 towards 108.41 to about 109.07, which is the previous day high supply. A hold of 106.48 to about 106.87 can be seen as bullish basing, which is the previous day low demand. If they break this, you're looking for a better break under 106.19. You can see I put that here at the bottom of the list with a good game plan. I don't know why I typed 1-6. I definitely meant 106. Yeah, 106.48 is stop loss with some pretty good targets below. Just good levels we have set. Went to Baba from someone's request from Sunday stream. Going over it again this morning. But looking for a hold of pre-market low, which is 94.17. Or 294.17, sorry, I can't read my own watch list. Would be a good sign it opened for bulls. That's the previous day low, mixed in with the bigger time frame level, mixed in with the pre-market low, which we don't need to mark to kind of confuse the screen. We're just going to leave it there. But pre-market low is the open range move to look out for. Again, below 94 for possible pullbacks. Tesla, nice pullback this market, or this pre-market. Looking for a bounce from 234.86 to about 235.03 range towards 238, which is previous day low, or a break under the level that we have set right there. Towards 234, 233, 232. Again, setting passive $1 targets away because it's already sold off so much. You'd be kind of insane to say, oh, this has another $40 drop in it. I mean, it may. I'm not going to say it's impossible. Nothing is impossible. But it's just unlikely. So don't give yourself unlikely scenarios. A hold of 421.72, 432.02 on Netflix for bullish bounces, a break or retest of this area, or break under 419.85 from the bigger time frames. We can see potential pullbacks towards 418.50 and 416.80. So we got a pretty in-depth watch list today. But give me a thumbs up. Let me know what's up. What tickers are you looking at for my watch list? Hopefully you're enjoying some of the pre-market prep. We got about 13 and a half minutes, a little under that, before the market opens. Oh, wait, I wanted to scroll up and show you all this. So Daffy, here's the stream schedule this week. Trying to do a stream Monday and Wednesday again. I'll do my pre-market prep. Tuesday, Thursday, it's going to be on Discord only, and then full day Friday, I'll be on here as well, on YouTube again. But Daffy was saying, good evening, fam. Was talking about a lot of oil tickers, a lot of energy tickers. You'd seen me stream about this a while back. He'd been talking about it multiple times in the Discord. There's a few people in chat who've also posted on their own. But CVX, XOM, a lot of the heaviest energy weights. He just likes a lot of the basing moving out of it for CVX, which is very good for that sector because, again, they have basing. If they were to break out here, it might not be an unsupported move. It might actually get a good push up to higher levels before slowing down. So you might actually see a pretty massive breakout on Chevron or a lot of energy tickers coming up. But this morning, what he just posted was his weekly sector rotation as of last Friday. You can see what sectors have improved. You see energy improving, banks improving, industrials, XLB, real estate, healthcare, utility, staples, discretionary. You can see they're leading. Again, they're probably going to start cooling off more. Discretionary and tech also have been cooling off. You might see them just start to basing, not as much fun price action. But you can see, again, the lagging sectors, utility and staples. So this might get some more movement moving into the improving part of that chart. Thank you, Daffy, as always. Always appreciate your information. Alright, my bad, guys. I'm here for the YouTube chat. That was a lot of information to get out, and I wanted to make sure I got out before 8:30, and now we have 9 minutes to chill. Alright, so let's see what has been said. What's up, Sandollar? What's up, Kaizen? Tesla and Spy? That's what Dividend Bull is looking at. Thanks for all the comments, man. I've seen that you've been super active with a lot of the things that's been posted, not just on YouTube, but on Discord as well, so I appreciate that. What's up, Christian? Spy all day, every day. Daffy said, something I want to note, in bullish market, we buy the dips, and in a bear market, we short the rips. Shh. Don't tell them that. Thank you guys, though, for being in the stream. If you want to go back into the beginning of the stream, we kind of just chilled for a little bit. Then we started to talk about SPY on the bigger and smaller time frames. Then we proceeded to talk about Meta, AMD, BABA, Tesla, Netflix, made a watch list, talked about all that stuff a little bit after, more in depth. And now we're just kind of chilling here. Let's see how our sectors are looking. Charted those yesterday on the Sunday stream. Basically drew all the bigger time frame levels, and then I showed everybody what I do for the smaller time frames just to kind of get good day-to-day levels, but you don't have to draw them every single day. But it looks like XLK is going to be fighting their previous day lows, previous day low demand area between 163.30, 166.60. If that breaks, that's not looking good. If that holds, buyers can definitely hold for the day, and we could definitely see some good green action off of good areas too, not just random parts of the chart. Healthcare starting lower, that could also be a concern. If that ends up holding above what looks like a good basing spot here from Friday at 135.20, that'd be a good sign. If they could retake previous day close, previous day highs, that'd be a good sign as well. So keep that on watch. Banks also having a weaker open. They have a little bit of basing here. I wouldn't count them out of the fight yet. I didn't mark it, but you do have a level there. Discretionary, they're also starting lower. Looks like previous day low demand is kind of the trend for the day. Does previous day low demand hold for a lot of these charts? XLC looks like they're starting off a little higher than everything, so we'll see where everything opens. Yeah, SPY definitely going to have a lower open today, so I'll be paying attention to that on the daily time frame. You could have this up on your phone, or you can just check it occasionally here and there. It's always fun to just check up on the daily time frame. It's fun to look at this chart and really learn how it trades. But today we'll be opening, where are we at? 440. We'll be opening about, it's just fun to kind of mark where you're going to be. We'll actually be about right here. So still at a good spot of the chart where they're trying to hold support. Basically on the bigger time frames, if we break 443.97 or 443.35, this can be what sends us down to 441.91. So if you just want to watch for that simple trade, be my guest. Again, that's the daily time frame. If we see a break under 443.35 to about 443.97, that entire area, 441.91 is very possible. 442 basically. And if that breaks, we could see 440 flat. We could even see higher 430s like we talked about in yesterday's stream. If we do see a hold of these levels, there's no reason that we shouldn't be getting good bounces. So look for bounces off of 443s, the lower 443s, and look for retakes of 445. Essentially, this would be two really good confirmations to show that buyers are definitely present and want to move to the higher part of this daily time frame. But yeah, guys, give me a thumbs up. Hopefully some of my preparation and some of the information we gave in here today helps you out. Go back down to the smaller time frames and get ready for the market to open soon. Chewy is making some moves in pre-market. Let's see. Oh yeah, they got a big move up and a big move down. They look just like SPY. I think I charted that yesterday too. Yeah, we were talking about how it's an how you have a big red candle, but then 2 days after you're just stuck inside of this range. So basically, you're looking for a break of that range. Which can take who knows how long. But glad to have all 50 of you here. Thank you guys again for being here. If you guys have any other traders or any friends or any other people you know of, sure, go ahead and send the link out. It's free to watch these streams. It's free to watch a lot of, all the public videos. And if it's free, then people have a chance of being in here and catching some of the paid content as well. Because there's always people donating memberships in here. I'm probably going to give out more this Friday. I stopped for a little bit because I donated a portion of my bank account to the IRS and to my YouTube membership. So we'll definitely be donating some more memberships this full day Friday stream. What's up, Andreas? Is that a ticker? Yeah, man, go ahead and look it up. Go long. Just long every time. There's no signals except long on that chart. Preach, peoples, preach. You know how it is. If somebody could make me a shirt with that, I'd buy it. VIX is gapping up around 7%, which is very unusual. Yeah. That's why I think at first you'll have a reaction. You'll probably have a green day today. In my short-term opinion, you'll probably have a green day today. But I think it's going to be very ugly and very hard to actually look at. So this week could be weird. If we have a green day today, I think we will move up towards that, whatever that resistance was I had on my bigger time frame chart. Kind of middle of this week, but that move could take multiple days though. And if not, then whatever, I'm wrong and we break under today's lows, or sorry, Friday's lows. And if that happens, then we have a very good chance of seeing 440, 430, 850. These are two levels I'm keeping in mind. I did not mean to click level 2. Level 2, that thing that everybody thinks they know how to use. Like when fake numbers flash and they're like, oh my god, there's 100,000 shares being bought at. No, there's not. They're flashing orders at you. If you don't know what flashing is, then I'm not even going to bother breaking it down. That's a level 2 time and sales kind of thing. Everyone's always like, oh my god, they're buying 252,000 shares at 444.61. It's like, no, they're faking that order. Or secondary, it's at the end of the day, you're looking at mock balance, which are not real orders going through in terms of it moving the chart. More in terms of, oh, yo, these orders went through at one point today. We're just letting you know this is how much it was. You're not going to see a reaction of that on the chart. Every time, at least. You will sometimes. Some people see that and they're like, oh my god, sell off the market. It's like, no, chill. It's just data being dropped at the end of the day. Relax. It's not actually selling off. But most people don't know that, so I'm not even going to get into that. It's kind of a stupid, tedious subject. 440 is a huge psych number. It is. It's a lot of fours. Jay-Z probably heard me say that. Morning, Bueller and fam. Morning, Mark. Another gold star in here. Dude, guys, look at the gold stars in the chat this morning. That is what's up. Good morning, Taylor. Good morning, Steady. Or is it Steady? So guys, explain to me, what are we looking for at open? I know I've said it 100 times. See what Discord's doing. Everybody's freaking out. Alright, market's open, everybody. Oh, whoops. I was supposed to call Devin.
Yo.
Oh. What's up, Devin?
There's a million shares at 445.75 and the market's going to block.
Dude, don't tell everybody that.
That shit cracks me up. What's up, everybody? Good morning, good morning.
Actually, Devin, I think you were the first person who taught me what flashing was.
Yeah, that shit's annoying. That's why I only look at certain part of level two, and when I discuss it with people, and yeah, it can definitely be used to your advantage, but you have to be aware of all situations.
Oh, by the way, guys, let me know, is Devin's audio coming through okay, or do I need to turn him up a lot more? So we can definitely do that.
All right, I'm on the right account.
Just used up all my buying power creator. Oh, good stuff, peoples. Good stuff. Round of applause for peoples, everybody. He lasted longer than Thursday or Friday of last week. Thank you, Dividend. Appreciate that for you confirming it. Spy slightly red open. Not really concerned about it until about 8 more minutes from now. We'll see where we're at in about 8 minutes. Early morning, it's good to just kind of get information on what's actually going on. We can see tech is down. We can see healthcare is trying to hold a slight green open. Tech guys, they're battling previous day lows. If they break that, that's not looking good for everything. Healthcare getting a pop, possible show of a defense sector going higher. Banks are everywhere. Discretionary is at previous day lows. Comms are moving lower to the previous day lows, so keep that on in mind. We'll go to energy. We'll go to staples real quick. We'll see if those are getting bought up. One of them is. We'll go to IWM, see if that's doing anything. It's dumping, so now we know small caps are down under previous day low and previous day open. And now we can just go back to SPY and chill. Now we have information on the rest of the market. XLE is moving too. Good looks by Evis. 24:59 seconds is the new record. Like I said, guys, pretty just indecisive, open, nothing crazy. Again, you should just wait a couple minutes, get information, then see where we're at.
So far, 10-minute candle is just an indecision candle right below the 9 and above pre-market low. Describing everything Josh has mentioned so far.
Yeah, I just didn't want to keep repeating myself, so I just kind of went quiet.
No, that yeah, first 10 minutes you just gotta sit here, hurry up and wait.
That's what people don't see a lot of the time too. It really is like the same almost every day. It's like just chill for like 10 to 30 minutes and you give yourself way better outcome, get way better chance of opportunity. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you guys are in here. Definitely appreciate it. It helps out the channel a lot. Thank you guys. We're already almost to 50 likes. Good morning, SPAC man. Good to see you. Good to see a fellow SPAC out there. No, I am not in any. I was just making a bad joke.
It was used to be all the hype.
I miss when SPACs were trending. Those were the greatest days ever. Elon popped up on your screen when you looked at Tesla. Like a scary clown. Tesla possibly breaking supports, guys. First 5 minutes already kind of broke it, then they held it for just a half second. But they're trying to break it again in this candle, so keep that in mind. Might actually be seeing another drop down on Tesla. They don't like the China news.
All China's fault.
Two-year note climbs. Energy complex trades mixed. Two-year note continues to climb up 6 basis points to 4.95%. The dollar index is also climbing. They're up 0.4%. Energy complex futures are mixed. Crude oil futures are down to just 82.63 a barrel, which is still crazy. Treasury yields climb, stocks pull back. Yeah, we got all that. Yeah. This week's news, again, if you guys want this link, I love going to Financial Juice now. Ever since finding this on Twitter, I don't even know where I found it from, but best news source ever. And it's free. That's the craziest part. And you can look at news for like 3 weeks out. You know how like all the other websites you have to wait till it's like Saturday or Sunday to get everything updated. This website you could look right now and see 3 weeks from now what's happening. What's up, SF? Love seeing your name pop up. Oh, you've seen it on TradingView before? Something I'm trying to train myself to do. Picture becomes clear the longer you wait. First move isn't the only move. Exactly. You have to understand. The first move might just be, a weird sell-off, a weird pump, and then the real move comes right after, and then just because you weren't patient, you missed out on it. Whereas if you would have just waited 5-10 minutes, like right there on Tesla, I bet a ton of people went short, and look what's happening now. This is a perfect example. As I'm talking about it, this is a great example. A lot of people were probably thinking, oh, this is an easy short, let me just get in. Just because they didn't feel like being patient, they didn't feel like waiting 5-10 minutes. And look, one of the bigger SPY weights now pumping. Back off supports. Now, is that going to continue? Who knows? But still, though, easy traps are set in front of us all the time. That's why it's good to have rules, so you're not trading off of emotions. Or moving variables. You don't want to mess with that. Don't trade off of something that isn't consistent. Watch SPY pump over 445. That would be perfect. And then they'll go reject 446 or 447.
The midpoint, the pre-market high to pre-market lows are at 445.89, and we got the bigger time frame level right there, so it makes sense we go and retest it.
Yeah, I mean that's like the whole that's everything today. It either breaks it or it doesn't. Pretty easy TA for us. Short smoked exactly. I did it Friday. I'm not surprised to see them doing it again, especially because of what I told you guys last Friday as well as Sunday. If you guys remember the big Jackson hole. It's a really big hole from 300 that goes down to the center of the earth. I can't wait till August is over, to be honest. This month is over, you guys will get a way better next month of trading. Let's go, Daffy. The move up on Ulta. I remember you talking about that on yesterday's Sunday stream. Oh, wow. Good stuff. Yeah, yesterday, basically, he asked me to look at it, and I looked at it for like 5 seconds, and I think we just instantly said, off of just what we see from the short-term movement, from the move up to the slowdown, looks like if they can try to hold between 440.50 to 444, but that is a massive move up. They didn't just get a higher open over the previous day. They didn't just fill the gap. They're trying to go to the top of the range in one day. That's crazy. I mean, this is moving like a 5-minute candle. I'm on the daily time frame right now. That is crazy.
Fire up the Jets.
Good breakdown by Daffy, though, in yesterday's stream. Good stuff.
See if Apple's... Go ahead.
No, my bad. Username was just saying that Baba was pooping it open. I type it in, and he's not wrong. It did just poop it open. First 10 minutes down to 92.50 from 94.
See if Apple's going to get through that yesterday high, as Microsoft had a nice hammer off pre-market low and coming up to the midpoint. If those start pushing off a Tesla, that could help SPY like it's pushing right now, get up towards that midpoint. Google coming up as well. 1 minute into our next 10-minute candle.
All right, guys, so at the top left chart, we have the 1 minute. Right here, we got the 5 minute. And right here, you have the 15 minute, which is a beautiful, stable time frame. But right now, here you can see on the 1 minute, we did break above 445.11. So just short-term penetration so far. 5 minute, not really getting anything. They're wicking off that with low volume, you can see as well. Nothing crazy volume-wise. And 15 minute also just showing indecisiveness. But again, that has 3 more minutes before even producing its first closed candle. I see Charlie's watching the right level. Good stuff, man. Good area. Everybody's watching the right stuff. If you talked about previous day lows or previous day open, you're looking at the right levels today. And if you're looking over any kind of 445 range level, you're looking over a right area. So if you guys found that stuff on your own, round of applause to you. I, again, don't care if I get credit. I'm really just happy to see people looking at the right levels. Do you want a bunch of yes men in your chat, or do you want a bunch of leaders in your chat? It's a pretty easy answer. Good post, Charlie. Good post.
See if we can get this push.
And look at that, guys. What is happening to tech? Thank you, whoever just said that. I can see somebody's paying attention. But let's go to the bigger chart real quick. We'll go back to this. But look at XLK. What did they just to the cent bounce off of? Who can tell me what this area is called? I'm not even trying to say we called this out. Nobody's trying to say that. What is this area called? The previous day low, but what else is it called? I have 2 levels marked here. From the low of the move before the reversal to the top of the last red candle. What do we call that? Demand. Good stuff, Evis. Demand is where buyers are present until proven otherwise. Vice versa for supply, for sellers. Where did they just pump up to before wicking? Supply. So it makes sense that a move like this is stuck in range so far. Let's go down to another one. Healthcare is still fighting previous day high supply. See if they can hold it. See if they can break under it. Banks are making it to demand. We'll see if they have to just stop here. If they want to make it to the low of that, just like we saw tech do. Discretionary also doing the same thing as tech right now. But they're just not getting a pump after right now. But they did hit. They're in demand. So we'll see if they can exit demand. If not, you have to assume sellers are trying to take over. If they break the low, then you have to assume they have taken over. Buyers also showing up for the comm sector out of previous day low demand. So again, it's just short-term information I'm looking for. I'm not looking to see the future. I just want to see what's actually moving SPY. What caused this? Well, now I know. A slight move in healthcare, a big move in tech, and a good move in comms. This isn't just tech. There's a couple things going on. So it's good to know that stuff. But again, still not getting the move that they need for buyers to show any strength to get to the higher part of their chart. So it looks like they may need some more time. Stat I just saw what you said. It's okay if you said supply. But demand, again, demand is the bottom, supply is the top. Seller, it's easy to remember because seller starts with S, supply starts with S. So it's easy to remember the other one. Just remember that. So even if your brain doesn't work like normal people like mine, then you could just remember it that way. Area of best chance to move up, it's arse up. Oh, to move it's arse up, my bad. Yo, careful, that might be a shadow banned word on YouTube. Calm down. But glad to have you all here. Be sure to drop a like on the stream just for a quick summary. Beginning of the day, we had a pre-market prep for first 30 minutes of the stream. Be sure to go back and check that out. We did talk about SPY on the smaller and bigger time frame. Talked about a watch list. Talked about all kinds of things. Basically just been giving updates since. Getting a nice buyer move out of demand by a couple sectors. We'll see if those moves can hold. What's up, Charlie? I was reading your updates off Discord. I always love going there and checking, seeing who's active. I know I can always see you, Rambo, Sandollar, Devontae, Noxta, Peoples, Shane. I mean, there's just too. I can't even keep naming people. There's just too many people that are almost always active in chat. But I'm always looking for those names. Speaking of Noxta, just said his name. He said Nvidia is going, and let's see that one. Yeah, it is. That is the third largest weight of the tech sector. What was that sector that we saw pumping? Tech. So it makes sense that that's part of it. That means Apple and Microsoft must have been part of it as well. They were only part. Nvidia getting a really good move. Must have had a lot of good movement by the rest of the tech sector as well. Smaller weights. But you could see AMD holding previous day low demand. Amazon getting a good move up as well. And again, even if these are just short-term reactions, we'll see if they continue to hold or not. Netflix could move off of the bigger time frame level. Meta's not looking too hot. They look like a retest entry to the downside. SPY giving up a really good level at 445.11 and making a new low of day. That is not looking good for the market.
Value coming in with 2 minutes left on this 10-minute candle. See if they're going to confirm down here.
Still holding above previous day demand. But not a good move. The fact they pushed over 445, rejected, made a new low of day. Just showing you the aggressiveness of sellers up here.
Tesla pre-market low again. Meta coming down lower. Google had a pretty good rejection on its candle. Apple rejected. See if they're going to be able to hold or not.
Hey, what's up, Devontae? What's up, Chef B? Carnage said 444.91 broke momentarily. Sandollar said Apple 5 minute showing strength. Eva saying lower highs in the smaller time frame. Charlie said SPY dump. And Creator Trade said quick Leland or Lee test on Meta. Sorry, I see Lee and I just instantly read Leland for some reason now. But yes, Lee test so far working. I don't care what people call it. Call it an 80%, call it a retest, call it a Lee test. I don't care. I'm just glad you guys are looking at the right stuff. It's really what all it is anyway. It's just labels. It's not like we're the first people to ever stumble upon this. We're cavemen who found fire and called it something else.
That's funny. You get a 2-minute 3-bar play to the downside.
Just don't call it late for dinner. I see you, King Carnage, with the Jay-Z level. Alright, buyers trying to hold low of day. On the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute. Nothing crazy yet. Like I said, looks like we're just getting information at open today. Alright, I'm gonna speed up this song. Leland looks like a caveman. Accurate. Though I'd be a hypocrite to say I'm not the same. Jesus, Sandeller. Alright, so right now we're looking to see on the 1 minute, are they going to make a lower high? If they can make a new high, that'd be a great sign for bulls, short term. Oh, I was like, why is my SPY chart so off? It's meta.
Yep. Buyers coming back into a lot of things. Amazon at yesterday high. Apple almost back at yesterday high. Google back at pre-market high after a retest of yesterday high.
Good stuff. They're whipsawing everybody today. Nvidia didn't lose anything. Tech is still up nice against the highs. Healthcare up too. That's a really big portion of it, guys. Your other sectors might not be that hot. And I said this is a rare thing to see the other day too. This was the exact example I used. I said you don't normally see healthcare and tech moving up at the same time, but when you do, it's a really good move on SPY because these are the two largest sectors in the S&P 500. So when they're moving up together, that's a very good sign for bulls. It's just a little weird because healthcare is supposed to be defensive, tech is aggressive, so they're not supposed to do the same thing all the time, but when you do happen to see that, it's a very good push up on SPY. But again, a lot of your short-lived rallies are because of that, because you have two sectors that aren't supposed to be moving together. Which again, there isn't like some written law that says they're not allowed to move together, but it's just logic. They're not supposed to. At least not in massive order.
Amazon getting over that yesterday high.
Yeah, SPY's struggling, but there's some other charts that definitely are not struggling. Like Devin just said, Amazon. That's a very beautiful chart from support. Tesla's still building higher lows in the 5 minute. That looks really good for a push to 238. Look at that, guys. It's to the T of what we talked about this morning. Good, good, good. See if Meta has the strength to take anything. How's Netflix doing? We saw them touch that bigger time frame level. They seem to have held it in the first 10 minutes, got back over previous day low demand, and are very ugly in a 3-bar play way, pushing higher now. Almost kind of looks like Amazon, except Amazon doesn't have that in-between red candle. But very good move on a lot of these charts from good areas. That's my point again. It's not about catching big moves, guys. It's about finding good moves from good areas. Seeing a lot of good areas get tested on a lot of these individual charts. Eva said XLV, which is healthcare, is 13.66% of SPY, which is equal to Microsoft and Apple. That's nuts. Yeah, isn't that crazy, right? It's just equal to 2 weights. To 2 tech weights. It just shows you how big those 2 weights are compared to everything. XLK still hanging around high of day. So's XLV. Staples dumped. So defense already gave up. If tech was to give up now, that would be the second confirmation for a potential bigger move to the downside. They almost filled that gap too. That's the crazy part. The overnight move, 445.38 seems to be the fill. Yeah. $15 minutes still basing above good support, but it's at that resistance near the 445s that are very important on both smaller and bigger time frame. Oh yeah. No, my bad. Go ahead.
So our 10-minute charts just got the last 2 candles. We got wicks on both sides, and we're printing right on top of the 9, just signaling that we just got to wait.
Indecisiveness. I mean, this is
Yes.
needed though. When big
Yeah.
moves happen in extended hours, basing is needed at open. So I'm not really surprised to see, almost 30 minutes go by before a bigger move happens. I love that they're trying to hold today's open again, though. If they can continue that, that'd be amazing for buyers. Hurry up and wait, Devin's catchphrase.
I mean, it's like the name of the stock market. Just hurry up and wait. Patient pays.
It is a good saying.
I feel like most traders, want to hurry up and get to the weekend and get right to the 9:30 open and hurry up and get into that first trade, but really, you're just really trying to hurry up and wait. As like today, it's Monday, 30 minutes in, not really any great trades on spot to be made. There's a couple individual tickers that did something okay, but nothing crazy.
Daffy said watching ABBV again if it can break 153. Thank you guys for posting in the correct channels. I just saw a ton of you guys already posting in the right channels in Discord. I appreciate that a ton. You have no clue. Daffy said healthcare is starting to move higher right now, getting a bit of a pump. Good mention by Daffy. A sector he has on watch. Very good new high. Let's see if XOK is also doing that. They pushed a new high too, so SPY is still seeing new highs made by its top two sectors. The rest of these guys are struggling. Yeah, pretty much everything else is struggling. Let's see IWM. Yeah, even IWM struggling. Small caps. I know I said I was going to try to get used to that, but man, I just still can't. I have to see that pre-market. It just looks so much better to me. What's up, Mel? Good morning. That's your first message, I think. He's focused. I like it. No bullshit. Straight to the meat. SPY about to pump. Is that what we're about to see?
Trying to get it going off of the 9 on the 10-minute here.
I also like that they're coming off of a higher low finally, so they actually have passive opportunity here to pop to that high. Possibly seeing 446. Further move of this, possibly seeing 447. They lose 445 again, though. That might take away some confidence from buyers. On all 3 time frames. Nvidia hasn't had a red candle yet. Yeah, they're on fire today. SPY's still struggling with that level. Give it a few more minutes though. Yeah, Nvidia is on a tear streak today. You see AMD, I mean they did good, but not doing nearly as good as how Nvidia's pump is. That's a parabolic move. AMD at least had a little bit of consolidation. What are the rest of those doing? You can always check SOXX or SMH. These are really good semiconductor ETFs to check, just to get a good vague look at how the rest of its sector is doing. It's always good to check. Tesla's still moving off of those lows. Lowering volume the whole way up so far, but still, it looks good. I like that it didn't just move up, it gave itself a good low, built itself a short-term base here, so giving itself a possible chance of making it to 238. Meta still pushing away from that resistance. They did not want to retake. Not really getting much flush though either. They're just kind of stuck above 298.
Got enough things still buying, some things still selling to make us go just about nowhere.
Yeah, it's like the perfect imbalancing. Now, if tech or healthcare were to both rally again here, though, we could see that push, but everything else is kind of hurting it. Just because it's not moving. Let's look at BABA. I wanted to see that fib. Okay, they're trying to retake. If they can take 93.60, BABA has a chance to make it back to the 94s, and if they can retake the blue area, it's an even better sign. Good volume stepping into. Looks like buyers do want to continue holding 445 on SPY. Good sign. SPY on the 200 EMA in the 1 minute. Good post, Charlie. That's an interesting spot to be at. How is everyone in the stream so far? Thank you guys for dropping likes on the stream. Thank you guys for engaging, asking questions, dropping your own updates. Again, this is an open forum. We're not here to be communists, so go ahead and drop your own ideas, your own questions, your own updates. Always glad to read them out loud. Finally broke this fib. Yep. Looks like an open sky for buyers to me. They lose support at 445, things could get ugly again, but open skies to 446, possibly 447. But let's not forget the tempo, guys. We did start lower. We did have a move lower, so this could also just be a buyer reaction up to that resistance, and then that's where the ugly trading can occur. Going good. Glad to hear, Dividend Bull. Hopefully everybody in stream's doing all right.
See if we can get to 445.86 through 90 and push through there. Then we can get up to yesterday high.
Username said, LOL, I took AMD trade instead of Nvidia today on the bounce. Nvidia is at 100%, AMD is at 4%. Again, just showing the difference in their moves today. Buyers taking higher. Getting closer and closer to 446. Tech moving higher. Healthcare moved higher as well. So exactly what we talked about, except it looks like banks started catching up. Discretionary helped a little bit more, and so did comms, just a hair. But again, all of those started to help each other out a little bit more. And again, wicking back down the 5-minute. It's just a slow, slow grind up. XLV is doing it, Daffy said. Getting a nice, good new high. Good call out. It's crazy, man, how many people still don't look at healthcare. I mean, I know that you guys do here in stream, but like general consensus, most people still don't look at healthcare. Just blows my mind. You don't have to trade it. You don't. It's just for awareness. You need it for information. You need to know what the second largest sector of the S&P is doing if you are worried about what the S&P is doing. Can't just ignore it. CVX pushing off Daffy's TA. Good call out. XLE higher low so far. Good call out by E. People said we are at previous day close. Good call out, man. You're on it, man. From last weekend to this week, I love that you're taking that energy into it. And guys, we are just under 446 on the SPY pump new high of day. From market open, of course.
Getting nice volume approaching that target area with about 10 seconds left on the 10-minute candle. Don't say 10 too many times. Might toast my tongue. We got a rejection at this area. Wouldn't be surprised to see a retest to move higher. Amazon's back at that yesterday high. See if it's going to get through this time. As Tesla's still working up.
Unlocked my trading Sharingan. Sharingan. War, bad economy, good economy. Healthcare is the best sector, in my opinion. Any conditions, you always need healthcare. Exactly, it's a great defensive, and why I like it over staples at least is because staples can be seen as defensive sometimes. Energy can even be seen as defensive sometimes. Industrials even. But what's really defensive to me that I like is healthcare, because it's not just important to see it as a defense area or defense sector, but also, when people are flying to it, it's not just a flight to safety. You're also seeing a flight to safety in something that is crucial to the market. It weighs a lot, whereas staples, energy, these don't really weigh a whole lot. Neither do industrials. These don't really have a huge effect on SPY, whereas healthcare does. So that's why I always like to see it as the most important defense sector to look at. Healthcare is always there. Evis. That is a good point, though. New high of day SPY. I could just hear Shane and people's going up 20%, up 30%, up 40%. Let's go, Noxta. He got a Nvidia long and he's out for almost 42%. Damn, so he got the mover this morning.
All right, get through that area nicely here. $0.60 off yesterday high. Looks like we're gonna try to push straight to it. Amazon's above yesterday high. Meta's coming up, finally helping Google out, make a new high. Apple's still making a nice little squeeze as Microsoft's getting up to yesterday high. If Apple pops out, that could help SPY continue.
446 is hitting, guys. I would shed a good majority of positions if you did take longs due to some of the ideas in here. A good secondary target is 446.70/447, but a good majority of positions can be cut here for profit taking, and then you can leave scaled out positions with looser targets for further targets. Like I said, first slowdown can occur at 446. They could may as well just pump it up to 447 as well. I'm just giving you guys both sides of it. I'm never just going to sit here and give you just bullish or just bearish bias. I have to cover both sides because what the hell is the point? Let's not be ignorant.
NVIDIA to the moon. $2.50 over yesterday high already.
Chat saying Nvidia cured cancer.
Something. It's definitely one of the drivers to help out SPY, that's for sure. Netflix could take out its previous intraday high and get going. That would be nice. As the other comp tickers were picking up.
Nvidia possibly forming its first red candle. We'll see. On the 5-minute. Amazon just popped a new high of day. Tesla just hit supply. Demand from previous day. Technically, it is supply, though. They broke it, and this could be the retest. So watch for them to retake that previous day low. Meta retook previous day low. Ugly, but they did it. Same for Netflix. Berk B making a new low. That's important because that's the large bank weight. While you have JPM trying to reverse. So it's keeping that financial sector indecisive at open. Energy tickers getting good bounces at good levels. Same for healthcare tickers. Baba also still holding a good higher low so far.
We have about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in this 10-minute candle. If we get a nice wick down on this 10-minute candle at the midpoint and bigger time frame level here, it could be a good slowdown. Like a couple other tickers are starting to show and warned us. Selling them the middle, boys.
SPY an area of interest. Good call out by Charlie. XLV is on the path to breaking last Thursday's high. Good call out by Daffy. Just good information overall. Chewy, new low of day, and nearing 29.10, low of May 30th. Good call out by Sanddollar. Him updating again one of the many things we looked at yesterday. Good job, Sanddollar. I'm really proud to see someone not just looking at Chewy, but again, I like to see that you're updating something we previously looked at. It's good to kind of talk about something beforehand, to, give updates during, and then afterwards review it. Therefore, you get the full story of everything that went down. You feel like you're actually in tune with the chart after that. Because you are. This piano song's going hard. Tech made it to the top of supply. They even exited for a little bit. Oh my gosh, the healthcare chart is just on fire. I had to actually move up a little. But first 25 minutes, they had to battle the holdover previous day high supply. Banks are trying to hold out of demand of previous day. Discretionary held previous day demand, moved outside of it. So you guys see what I'm talking about, though? What did we talk about this morning in pre-market prep? All we talked about was previous day low demand. Where are most of these charts reacting to or reacting from? Previous day low demand. So definitely make sure you guys check out a lot of the stuff from yesterday's stream, this morning's pre-market prep. A lot of that is just routine. Everything we did, that's what you need to be doing every single day to give yourself what you need. Daffy saying CVX is fighting the current day open. Dan. Yo, it is though. I mean, it kept picking up. Good call out Charlie, 445.90 being tested. If they can hold that on the 1 and the 5 minute, a massive pump could occur. I'd be very surprised if it happened just because of how short term of a slowdown this is. It's just one candle. But again, they did have a little bit of consolidation, so they don't need to produce a fat retest here to keep going higher. Again, for more information on retest trading and really just the logic behind all of it, you know, what retest you should see where, check out this video that I'm trying to find. It's a really long title, so I always scroll over it. Yeah, it's right here.
We got a 2-minute 9 EMA retest pushing up off of it. See if it's going to put a lower high and are going to make that new high.
Posting it on trade floor of Discord, and I posted it in the YouTube chat. So if you guys need that link, there it is. Impressive short-term hold so far. I will give them that. Tesla with the pump. Good call out by D-Touch. Let's go check that out. Oh, good call out. Makes me instantly want to go check Amazon because that's its sister, its counterpart. I think yesterday I did a pie analogy where I said SPY's the pie, the sectors are the slices, and the ingredients are the equities that make up those sectors. So like tech, you have Apple, Microsoft, Nvidia. Healthcare, you got UNH, J&J, AbbVie, and a couple others. So on and so on. Tesla, Amazon, Nike, Home Depot, McDonald's for discretionary, Meta, Netflix, Google's for comms, so on and so on. That's just how my brain works. I have to make up these stupid analogies. People are like, "Oh, he's such a good teacher." Like, no, it's for me. My little brain has to think of these things certain ways. Yeah, right, Charlie? So far, guys, main opportunity I've seen was the 40% entry. I have not seen a good clear retest. That was after the open range move on the 5-minute. You haven't really gotten one on the 1-minute. If you draw your fib, you really only had a retest move. And then they held a single candle retest on the 1-minute. So that would have been pretty hard to watch. So if you feel like you haven't caught anything, it's okay. You're not really missing a crazy day. It's Monday. We started lower. We held demand of the of a bigger area from the bigger time frames, and now we're moving up to a really good part of the chart. Here, I'll just go back out and I'll show you. Again, holding previous day lows. We're messing with previous day highs now. That's all we've done today. This has kind of been the trend the past few days. Again, multiple days last week, we did this exact move until Friday where they finally made a new low, but even those lows got bought, and then they held higher lows the rest of the day, finished us above 445. So that was why 445 was the big level to retake on this time frame. Even on the bigger time frames, though, 445.04, you can see has been the level to try to hold above for buyers. So pretty clear move, again, if you've just been paying attention to the right levels, but I just wanted to cover that. Today's trade wasn't the easiest. So if you feel like you missed out, it was difficult. I'm not going to sit here and make that shit up. We'll see how we get it, rest of this stream or going into tomorrow if we get some better, more passive opportunities. But this is the first retest you've gotten after the move above 445. So if you feel like you're missing out, don't freak out. Kind of a buy the dip too, but no great entry spot for. Exactly. That's what I was kind of mentioning too. Like, there were good lows, but it was under a good level. And then you got this move. So it wasn't really like it added more confidence to it. It was just like, all right, it's just a good show of hand by the buyers. So, possible clear sky of heads, good light positions could have been taken, but a normal position taking, no, you probably wouldn't have done that here. But you are right, though. It did have some good basing on the 5 and the 1 minute before penetrating above 445. So it didn't just randomly break it. So that's a good review too, Creator Trades. Good feedback. SPY 90 MA crossed above 299. Oh, you're saying... Wait, what? Oh, 9 EMA crossed above the 200. I see what you're saying. And there's that retest move. Buyers stepping in, continuing to hold 446 area, making a new high of day yet again. Again, from the open. Of course, we've been higher than this in extended hours. I was actually just about to ask you, peoples. I was just about to ask, were you selling on this pump? I know on SPX that probably moved. On SPY that probably didn't move a crazy amount. But yeah, go ahead, man. XLV 13 cents away from last Thursday's high. Good call out by Daffy. Oh, nice. I was just reviewing some of the other channels in chat. I was seeing Username's channel first. But he posted the Tesla gap filled in pre-market. We'll see if it holds. Very interesting post by him today. Because then you go to Tesla. Whoops. And they've pretty much just been pumping from where he talked about too. So it looks like my TA ended up lining up with his as well. That's pretty cool. Always a good sign. A lot of really good updates by the chat today, too. Even on the rough days. No, Peoples, that's actually okay. You don't need to beat yourself up on that one. I probably would have done the same, to be honest. I think Leland would have too, because honestly, even though you were holding above a good low, it also looks good for, you know, a reversal from there based on the candlesticks you were given. What did your 5 minutes show at that exact time? You can DM me that chart. Show me the 5 minute with that exact spot. I just wanted to see a different time frame too, just to get that second view. Oh yeah, I would have definitely been like, I don't know about this one anymore. And look at this now, like at that moment you were probably like, damn, it pumped, I could have killed it. But look at it now. Would you still be saying that? No. Now you're like, oh great, I'm glad it did. So you see how emotions can give you different bias just because you're up or down in a trade? Don't ever listen to that voice. Ignore that dude. He's the dumbest guy around, I promise. He will take IQ away from you, as well as your money. Which, as we all know, that's probably more important. But yeah, don't listen to that guy. What should we call that guy? We need to name that guy something. What is the voice in your head when emotions attack you? What should we name this man? He needs to have a really, really weird, unique name. Dondu? No, I don't want to. I have good memories when I think of Dondu. I can't think of it like that. LeBron? Jesus. Jim Cramer? Nah, we shot on him enough.
The minute candle not looking too hot. Just finished up. New 30-minute candle.
Here, we'll just ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT, that thing that's blowing $700,000 a day to exist. Yeah, AI ain't coming out at this expense ever again. Promise you that one. Might be 10 more years, 15, 20 more years. What is a name people hate? That's just all I'm gonna ask it. Okay, it just gave me the craziest list of names. I'm not even gonna get into this one. We're just gonna ask that same question but differently. It really did give me a name of a list of names most people don't like, but I mean the list is like the craziest list of names ever. I'm not even gonna read these out loud. Let's try this again. What are some unique names
Richard.
almost no one has? Here we go. Here's a better list. I don't like these names either. FOMO Romo. Oh, I kind of like that. Yo, that might stick. Hold up. Yeah, People's what you just said. I'm not going to say the word out loud or the name out loud, but it's kind of names like that. Dividend Bull said, yeah, whatever its name is, and I'm out of buying power, so time to chill. I got a good name, but should keep to myself. DM me it if it's cringe. Still ended day up 2%. Oh, nice. Good job, Dividend Bull. Updating, say ABBV trying to take that 153. Celebrating with Daffy, of course. The healthcare king. Really, he's the sector rotation king. I can't even just call him the healthcare king. He's been keeping a lot of us in better seat, you know. I definitely felt like I've had more confidence over the past few months thanks to people like Daffy, because, you know, you look at stuff by yourself and you feel like you're just being biased, but then you see someone else post it and you're like, okay, I trust this info even more now. So it's always good to kind of get that second look, but not, again, using it to sway your opinion. If anything, it should just enforce your opinion. E with the Daffies. Yeah, we got the Daffies, we got the Rambos, we got the Noxtas. I need to add some more in there, to be honest with you guys. We got the Fibonacci from Lee Test. We got Leo DiCaprio from Django. We got Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk. We got the whole gang, really. I need to add Chuck Norris in there. Maybe a Bruce Lee. CVX is pumping. Off those lows from Daffy. Good call out, man. How's Exxon doing? Because if they're holding as well, that's really good for the XLE chart. SPY still holding that recent low. We'll see if a new high is made, but they definitely got some scare right there at that 445.85. This is what it takes, though, to try and turn old supply into demand. They can't just break it. They have to sit on it, sit in it, get above it, sit on it, get off of it again. Just to show sellers multiple times, hey, we're in control of this now. This is not a seller-controlled area anymore. So we're still just going to see a lot of just indecisive trading here. But 15-minute, 5 minutes, still shaping up better. 15 minutes probably the cleanest chart in front of you right now. Rue, which means regret in French, and it's also a poisonous plant. Oh, okay.
Got the meaning behind it.
The only two I like so far are FOMO Romo, because also Screw Tony Romo. But two, I like the Rue one because it has some meaning to it. Which one is easier to say, everybody? Romo or Rue? I'm probably saying it wrong. Where's Lee then been at? He's still around in chat. He's just kind of been enjoying life, really. It's not like his job is to be here anyway. I mean, he's just like any one of you guys. He's just another guy who likes to be here when he can. I don't like to pressure him. Plus, he's made really good progress. I think he's more learning. He doesn't need to be here every day. Which is an insane lesson, is a powerful lesson to learn, because now he has complete control over his own time, complete control over his own freedom. And this also isn't even his biggest job. I would say trading's just part of what Lee Lin does.
Getting close to that yesterday high. If you still have any contracts selling to momentum at this area, it makes sense. Set a tight trailing stop in case you do get a likely breakthrough this yesterday high and a quick push. But definitely don't let that come back down to the midpoint.
I mean, guys, this is all you need, supply and demand. I mean, of course the levels too, but... Massive move. They made it up to 446.70. Let's go. I can actually alert that now.
Increasing volume over a 10-minute candle.
Holy. Go to 447. All right, guys, if you're in the final part of your position, this is where you should be scaling out based on the system we go over with our server, with our group, and in our videos. 446.70 to about 447 is where you want to be taking a lot of your runners' profits. Ah, Evis, I see what you're saying. I'm glad y'all are taking that serious. I think I'm going to go with FOMO Romo, to be honest. Let's just go with it. So yeah, anytime you guys have that voice in your head that's telling you, oh, you're in calls, imagine how good you'd be doing, or imagine, oh, look, you were in puts, look how good you would be doing, and then it does the opposite move, and then you're like, oh, I'm glad I was out of that trade. That's your emotional bias literally speaking to you. That is you. That's a voice you need to ignore. That's FOMO Romo. Ignore that, dude. It's pretty much fuck FOMO Romo 24/7. Excuse my French.
You're hanging up here impressively well. The little rejection we did get's wicking up.
Dude, this song is going hard too. You're good, Evis. It's still good to mental trade it. It's okay, guys. See, this is like all emotional bias still, though. You know, it's like, whatever. Who cares? Move on. Mental trade the rest of that move. If you didn't take it, if you did take it, if you took part of it. Make yourself believe that you took that trade. Review that trade. Visualize that trade. Feel part of the chart. Thank you guys for almost 60 likes on today's stream. Seriously means a lot to me. Thank you guys again. Play Dreamin'. Somebody else already started playing it. That's why it's pumping, right? The market makers are in control of that song now. I don't have the tricks. We broke it. Popping on a wee bit late, but friendly reminder, the bottom of the golden pocket from the daily is 447.52. Smidge above pre-market high on SPY. Good update. I like that information a lot. Good, quick, and very effective info. It's nice seeing the top two sectors pump. We're seeing good movement by discretionary. Amazon, Tesla took a minute to catch up. Banks are starting to catch up. And Calm started catching up too. They're getting new highs. You see SPY's not reacting to it too heavily though. And it's because your two largest sectors have slowed down. They don't know if they want more. But they have been on a completely bullish tear basically since the open. We saw a good push at open. We saw a good hold of open. And that took about 25 to almost 30 minutes. If you go back to the very beginning of today's stream, right at the open, we talked about the first 10 to 30 minutes being just really good for information. It's really good just kind of wait, sit there, especially in days when you get extended moves in the pre-market side of things. Whenever extended hours moves a lot, it's very good to definitely use that rule for the 10, 20, 30 minutes. So just kind of sit, wait, read what's in front of you. And today, that rule was perfect. 30-minute candle here on the 5-minute. That was the entry over 445.11. So, good little passive rule to have. AMD trying to go pop to a new high. Oh my god, NVIDIA. Can't even zoom you in correctly.
Apple finally got a really nice push. Amazon and Tesla continuing. This market don't look done. Getting an increasing volume on that 15-minute 3-bar play. With 2 minutes left.
New high of Dan Spy. Nvidia making a new high. This is insane. Love seeing good moves from good levels. All my charts are like messed up on the zoom. Look at Microsoft not doing anything. Still, they're up on the day though. That's good. Not hurting anything. Tesla making it to top of supply. I mean, that's not supply. That's demand of previous day. I'm so used to calling out from previous day low demand to supply right now because almost every chart's doing it. Look at Netflix. Whoa. Noxta. Whoa. Where did this come from? He said futures trade, profit taken at 6.5 points. That's a lot, by the way. 8.5 points and runners at 12 points. That is a lot. Over halfway to my profit goal on my eval account. Valuation account. Entered here on the pullback and hold above my zone as well as the previous high before the last can. Oh my god, he entered like the golden entry I was talking about. He exited at the first target like a genius. Scaled out at the new high when they first struggled right here, and then scaled out at the next level near 446. Bruh. What? Bro, he just took the watch list levels and made them his bitch. I mean, excuse my language again, but that's what he did. I can't explain that in any other way, shape, or form. What? What the? It was like the perfect trade.
Sniper gang.
Somebody mark that reaction for Noxta. I don't think he's here. What the? I'm not joking. That's like trade of the day. Like, nobody's going to post a better trade than that today. Percentage, nothing. None of that matters. The money amount did not matter. That trade was like a computer just took that for him. Oh my god. I'm hyped to see shit like that, because it's like people like Noxto who've been here, like he's been through the struggles, like he's been through the bullshit, he's been through the pain. So when he sees days like this, it's just, I don't know. I love seeing people like that win in our chat. And like, we've all bumped heads before. I've bumped heads with most people in chat, but every time those people that I bumped heads with grow, I swear, like, those are the greatest traders in chat. Yeah, that's hard work. Like, people, it's funny because, like, it's all perspective. Like, people in chat, they see that and they're like, oh my god, good job, Noxta. We know what kind of journey you've been on. But the new people, they'll see that and they'll be like, oh my god, he makes it look so easy. I need to follow his alerts. I need to do this. It's like, no. Chill. He's on his journey. You're on your journey. You don't need to be jumping ahead trying to follow. And then at the same time, it's like, don't think that things are easy. Like, do you think he just did that on his own without there being any struggles beforehand? Fuck no. Noxta, Devo, these are two really good recent examples of people in chat who have worked their ass off, gotten to the point where they are now. And it's not like you can look at them and say, oh, that's easy. They're just doing it to do it. It's just so easy for them. No, it hasn't been. It's hard for everyone. You're always going to get into this struggle and then have to grow out of that to break past these barriers. And these guys are destroying their barriers. So shout out to Noxta, shout out to Morente, shout out to Devo. I love seeing those guys win. In 3 months, Noxta has been here a full year, so he's only been here for about 9. Evis, you're coming up on your year as well. You're about 3 months away. Damn, I didn't even realize that, man. The time's flying. Spy trying to push another high. They're at 447s. I'm not really paying as much attention now because we've hit both of my main targets. So anything past this is honestly just entertaining. But really good moves by buyers. They're taking really good levels. So we'll see if they can get past pre-market high, but we'll see. I haven't seen that happen a whole lot the past couple weeks. Morente has been here for 2 years, a little over 2 years. That's right. On his eval day, he hit 2 years. Honestly, you guys have to beat out like Devo or Noxta. Probably Devo for Trader of the Month going into this next month. That's who y'all need to beat out. New high of day, they're pushing up to 447.26 right now in SPY. New high of day, 447.40. I can officially say new high of day because they're over pre-market high. Tech pumping. Healthcare slowed down. That is something notable to watch. If you guys want to go to the 5 minute on healthcare, I would draw a fib from the high to this low. Go back to the 1 minute. If they can get over that, it's a good sign for buyers short term. If not, that might be your high of day for healthcare. Financials getting a new high. Okay, so even with healthcare slowing down, at least banks picked up a little bit. Discretionary picked up. Comms picked up. A lot of really good moves.
We have touched that pre-market high.
to like readjust all my charts now.
And, Microsoft and Apple and a couple other tickers haven't really moved a crazy amount. They're just now starting to try to break some significant levels. So SPY could get a little wild here. You never just expected to sell off.
So you're saying we're going to the moon? Is that what you're telling me, Devin?
I mean, it's not necessarily the moon. It just could
No,
move a
no.
little bit more than you would expect. And people, how's it doing that? Well, there's just a couple tickers that have more room. Like
I'm glad.
Microsoft's right at pre-market high.
I'm glad we talked about the scenarios yesterday on Sunday and then today, because there was definitely a really big open door for buyers today. So I'm glad we didn't just shut that on people and say, guys, make sure you're in a bunch of short positions. No, I mean, we got a higher open today. I mean, a lower open today, but we didn't break anything. Even if you look at the daily right here, I mean, again, the easy game plan, like I went over, was as long as you hold this area here, you should be fine. We didn't even touch it yet. We didn't even break previous day open, previous day low yet. So there was no need to even be looking for more underside yet. Door was open for a possible buy reaction. Now, should it be moving this much in one day? Who knows? But buyers stepping in was definitely an open door. Retaking 445 yet again. Definitely a more aggressive buy reaction than the first one we saw on Friday. So really good show of hands by buyers today. Exactly what we asked for. We asked for a show of hands, and that's exactly what we got. Look at that. Tech's up almost 1.25%. That is crazy as hell. Love to see this market, man. This thing is just full of opportunity. Calls on the like button. Yeah, that's another thing, like Daffy said, he's always asking questions. That's another thing, like always looking to grow, never really caring what he looks like to other people. Because again, how does that, it doesn't matter. What matters is growing. Sandholder. Good morning, just getting here. What I missed. You missed a lot, David. But I appreciate you for dropping calls on the like button. Premium was getting a little low. Thank you for hitting the bid. Touch 50% on the fib. Good call out. Chewy looking to build a base now at this level. Look at Microsoft's last candle. I will create trades just because you asked so nicely. Oh. Right as I said, Microsoft wasn't moving that much. And then Devin said it'd be nice to see some of these to start move more. Holy. Good job, Microsoft, finally catching up to the party. It's important. That's the second largest weight of the largest S&P sector. That moves, you're definitely seeing that reaction on SPY, and you just saw that. That was the candle that helped push SPY past pre-market high. Crazy move today. And by crazy, I'm really meaning like entertaining, exciting. It was nice to actually see good movement today. Might have been a little too quick, but still, very, very nice movement. Can't complain. Exactly what Knox just said. In short of what he said, good levels were held. Good levels were pushed. He said we literally held the low of the consolidation from middle of day yesterday. I mean, I couldn't give a better breakdown. I couldn't. Good job, man. And I hope a lot of you guys arrived at that same conclusion. Talked about possible clear skies. Now we're just kind of updating what's happened. Looks like healthcare is still struggling. The 5-minute lead test is still in effect. Probably have to redraw that here in a minute.
We got 3 minutes left on our 30-minute candle, and we're going to hit 11 o'clock for the lunch hour slowdown coming up. So I'm going to go ahead and take off for the day. I'll be in the Discord tomorrow for some Tuesday price action with all y'all. So have a good rest of your day. Stay green.
See ya, Devin. Thank you for being here, man. And now you're all stuck in here with me until I feel like I don't want to stream. Yo, what should we talk about now that Devin's gone? gym stuff, drugs, drugs, money, alcohol, stuff like that. Thank you guys for being in today's stream. I think yesterday's stream and today's stream have been a really good show of sign of what I'm trying to bring back to the channel. I just needed those couple weeks of breaks. I really needed that bad. I was going hard for almost a year straight. Again, guys, if you remember last year, I started those private streams in August of last year. We went a couple months into the end of the year. Then we brought them publicly out in December. Since then, we've been public streaming. But been streaming for a few years now. On the YouTube for about a year straight, so I just needed that break, but we're back at it again, so hopefully I can continue the streak of having Sunday streams. A struggle I think that's going to be for me is doing those Tuesday, Thursday streams, but I really want to try to do some of those. They'll only be a little over an hour, kind of like Sunday stream, but they'll be really good for just kind of getting levels together, people asking questions, just kind of looking at things together. That's really what I'm aiming for, so hopefully I can bring that to you guys, so hopefully we hear from each other more. Lightweight. Tren. You guys are crazy. Smash Burger Monday. I think I've only missed 3 or 4 out of that. Damn, you're crazy then. You've made a lot of streams, because I can't even count how many there are. I mean, I'd have to go count them in my video manager, but I'm sure there's 200 plus streams now. Liking this 10-minute candle for Spy. Good call out by Taylor. Let's go see that, actually. I'm kind of tired looking at the 5-minute. But yeah, I hope a lot of you guys take time to go back to tomorrow, or yesterday's stream. Sorry, not tomorrow. Yesterday's stream on Sunday. We went over a lot of stuff, but really good information. I didn't just cover levels. We went over a lot of stuff, so I hope you take the time to go back and actually review that, as well as today's pre-market prep. It's a really good just kind of insight on how we look at things each day, each morning, and how you can also apply them to your routine each day. Today's watch list, if you want to look at it. Pretty in-depth. I tried to add more than just levels. As you guys can see, I actually added a lot more wording in there as well, just to give you guys a little bit better picture of what's going on and where to look for from where. I mean, it's really all just conditional formatting. If this does this, then that. If this happens, then that. I mean, that's all you're really doing. And anytime you step outside of this, then that, then you're emotionally trading, or you're not trading a consistent variable. So try to stick to conditional trading. Yo, that's good, because my pin shares are back green. I'm just in those last 50 shares. I pretty much held through that whole pump. And then it's back here in 3 days. But it's still holding the exact same range that it was in. So I was like, what's the point of selling? Plus, these are my runner shares. I'm happy to keep these for a little bit more room. Plus, that's a really good company. My thing with them is that they did really good with the small amount of customer basing they had with what they had before, and now with Disney's potential revenue with ESPN and all that stuff, you might actually see them do some pretty crazy numbers over the next couple of years. It's possible. I'm not saying it's 100% set deal. Nothing is. But I like the potential for that, even with the whole Barstool thing that just happened. But they got a huge customer with what they're about to do, so I genuinely believe Penn's a really good one long term. But I bought a bunch at like 24.09, I think is my average. I sold 150 on the pump. We're just in the last 50 now, so just been holding those with a little bit of room. But I like that chart a lot. You need some Noxta. Oh, y'all were talking about... Never mind. I'm ignoring y'all now. You almost have a Lee test look on the 1 minute, but nothing on the 5 minute yet. Trend trolling in the trading chat. Holding that fib from previous day high to recent high. Good call out, peoples. That's crazy. I'm still thinking about Noxus trade. I'm not like trying to like boost anyone's ego or anything, but man, that was like exactly what I talked about in the stream beforehand, and then we were like talking about what was the perfect trade, and then of course this man comes to chat and posts it. That still gets me. The disappointment in that never mind. There was some heavy disappointment in that. It's okay though. Y'all need to be able to joke around. At the same time, I always like get on to you guys, but I love that you guys joke around that much because, in a sense, you do need to be able to laugh at yourself, to be able to laugh, because this shit's hard. This shit can be very tolling on yourself. This can be a very taxing routine, you know. Because like I told you guys a million times, you're gonna hear it a million more times. Anybody can start trading or click enter on a chart. Anybody can do it. It doesn't take a special individual to do that. What does take a special individual to do is to take trades over time, doing the same thing over and over again, seeing it in different variations, you know, being patient enough to just stick to it, to not trade every day, all the time, every day, you know, just so many different things, like to be able to remember all that stuff while also remembering everything you've learned up to that point, you know, and then maintaining that, that's the hardest part. You know, that's something that takes a very, very disciplined person. Again, because what makes people money in the market? It's not intelligence. It's not... I mean, there might be a little bit of cheating and lying in it, but a lot of success in the market is made by discipline, is made by how much can you stick to your own system, not to what you think is best, not to your emotions, not to emotionally based trades, no, to conditional trades. Saying something, sticking to it, reviewing it after. That's the hardest part. He's just sad he don't have a plug. Yeah, Peoples gets me Tren, he gets me Promethazine, everything. Pretty much anything in between a water particle and any drug you can think of, really. Yeah, Julian, I was just talking about VIX a minute ago, actually. I saw that they were up, what was it, 3%? Let me go back to it, though. Go to the single chart so I don't have to blind myself. Oh, wow, they already dumped back again. Okay, nice. But yeah, the fact they started up, though, that's what got a lot of people worried this morning. I read about that. I really don't look at VIX a whole heavy amount on the smaller time frames. It's just good to be aware of, like, oh, yo, VIX is low, or yo, VIX is high. It's just good to know that information. But yeah, that's a pretty nasty reversal, though. Really nice higher open, already back down to almost yesterday's lows. But I would like to show they are still holding over a good area. So as you can see, VIX can still get some good pops over the next couple weeks. Good to keep in mind. Good call out, though, Julian. Satire, by the way, YouTube. Peoples does not have drugs. He is not a drug dealer. Satire, satire, satire. 3 times just to be safe. Knocking on wood. Hopefully that's not fake wood. Wood. Yo, turn this music off, Bueller. This shit's slow. Oh my god, Nox. Oh my god, I almost just started playing actual music. Hold up. I almost just got us copyrighted. I was clicking it. Here you go. Y'all been begging for me to play this song for God knows how long. It's probably too late to play it now because we're dumping, but... Let's move to kick. You can play it for like under 30 seconds? Okay. Well, if Blink says it, then we totally can. He's verified, I'm not. I just know one time we played a song for like literally like 15 seconds, and I remember that day I got a copyright strike, and I was just really confused because I didn't even remember playing it. And it was that day I played Freebird for like a minute just to show you guys the guitar solo that I was freaking out about. But yeah. David, though, good point. He said, reversal candles inbound, looking out for hammers. As people, it says, we are retesting previous day high. So keep that in mind, guys. We are holding over supply. This would be the time to show that buyers are in control to a higher level, a higher extent. Trying to turn supply into demand. So will that take 5 minutes? Will that take 20, 30, 40 minutes? We don't know. It could take the rest of the day for all we know. But good thing to keep in mind, guys. Yo, Jack, nice. Oh, Jack's had it, that's right. Oh, just because you turn on... I mean, technically you are right, though, in saying look out for hammers here, though. This would be the time to think about that. So technically your call-out was accurate. That's funny, though. Retesting previous day high and bouncing off the 50 EMA. Great update by Julian. Which is the best place to post your charts? Trade floor, or would that be results in review channel? Let me open the chat up and I'll show you. There's actually a channel called Post Charts channel. So if you want to post charts in here, you totally can. But trade floor is fine too. My thing is only post in here if it's things that are intraday. It's like Sand Dollars. He's talking about something that's happening right now today, that's relevant right now. So that's a great place to put it. If you have a chart that's not really relevant to right here, right now, like you're just trying to put it up there for yourself to update or just kind of put people on it, put it in here. Yeah, I was going to say, everybody has access. Yeah, there you are. Oh my god, Misi posted. Hold up, I have to review this. First trade about 48%. Somewhat of a more passive lead test entry on the retest from low of day to high of day at the time. Enter on the next candle open of price coming back over the 9 with rising volume. Rode price up to the break of the 200 EMA on the 5 minute. Second trade. Hold on, let me get a view of that first. Oh. Okay, so nice. Getting in on the higher low under resistance, but she liked the risk because it was above a higher low. There was multiple lows made, a good base, a good higher low. So she likes multiple things popping up, her EMA catching up. So having multiple points of confluence to get her into the chart. I like that a lot. Let's see the second one. Second trade, 39%, played the continuation higher, entered on the next candle open after the most recent high of day break. This was a quick scalp, exited on a break of high of day. So not wasting time. Her getting in on the 40% entry, seeing the pump over that last level, and then just getting out, not caring if it goes more or not, because she knows this isn't her first trade, and it's a little bit riskier of a trade based on the entry style. But this right here, gold. Just as I was saying, Noxa took perfect trades, we have another perfect trade posted by Misi right here. Honestly, I'm beyond proud of you guys. Like, that's not even the first trade like that that's been posted today, so I'm very happy. Yep, 100% Dan. 100% Dan, you're not crazy. I agree with you. We are definitely still range trading. Nothing crazy is happening. Most of my updates are intraday, but Dan is correct. Rejecting the top of the 5-minute golden pocket 1020 to high of day. Good update. Jack goes, oh, what's up, Jack? Oh, you're sharing your supporter message. Okay. I was confused for a second. And many more to go. Hopefully, man. Hopefully the channel keeps killing it. I love the small knit group that we have built here. Dreaming, Reckless, Steven Goat. Oh, I can't ever say that last name correct. No problem, Misi. That was seriously a great trade. I'm beyond proud of you. I'm happy for you. You deserve that. You know, you've been working your ass off. Another fine example of someone who's been looking at the same stuff every single day, every single week, every single month, over and over and over until you're progressing with it. Working with it. I like that a lot. That it takes a special person to be able to do that at all, let alone do it once. There's a lot of special people in our Discord. And honestly, I want to bring this back up onto my screen. Check this out. This is a great example of what you guys can do when you don't feel confident enough to take a trade. This is the perfect thing you can do right here. He says, buyer's momentum from open, using a systematic approach along with routine and maintaining consistency. The old classic hammer at support and a key level presented a buying opportunity. Took this as a paper trade, a literal paper trade, because I am constantly in and out of the office today. Ideal stop loss would be current day open. But he pointed his entry. He posted everything he could have done to himself. Therefore, he gave himself some sort of standard. I don't really know how else to put this. A standard, though. You know, saying, okay, this is where I entered. This is where I'm mentally in. This is how much money I'm putting at risk. Therefore, he can feel as emotionally connected to this chart, as technically connected to this chart as he possibly can, without actually applying anything to hurt himself. So, will he gain money from this or lose money from this? No. But what is he going to gain from this? The knowledge, the experience. He's going to gain some confidence. So it's good. This is the best thing anybody can do for anybody who's practicing, trying to grow in trading, but you don't have the money to risk or you haven't gotten to that point yet. It's totally fine. No one in my chat, at least, is going to beat you up for that. That is a great spot to be in, regardless of what membership you have, regardless of how long you've been trading. Don't beat yourself up. There's people who've been trading for 20 plus years that still don't succeed. So give yourself a chance. Give yourself this routine. Be disciplined. Stick to it for a while. See how you progress. I almost promise once you start to go through the information, you will start to feel a little bit more confident. You feel like there's actually a direction to start heading towards. Whereas right now, when you're kind of just starting out, or if you've been around the markets for a while and you've just been failing for a while, that's okay. Everybody stumbles. Just don't give up, is basically what I'm saying. Sheesh. 25% drop since August 4th. That's nasty. Good, actually, $10. I hope it drops more, because I needed to go somewhere where I can buy more. I said I would buy more if it entered this area. It only just toe tapped it today. I also like American Airlines for long-term shares. I like them as long as they hold 1250, basically. I only picked up 100 last week. I'll be picking up 100 more if we can get a bigger dip. I'm still riding these Boeing puts for September 15th. Even if we get a move up, I'm probably still going to hold through it, because I really do like this setup a lot, where they've made this rejection, this second rejection. All they're looking for is that push away. And if we can make it to 230, I'll take profits on 2 out of the 3 of them. I want to make that third one, make it to like 225. If that can happen, I'll be very happy with that trade. If I don't like the pressure here, then I'll just sell all 3. And if it pushes over 239, which is like the meat high right here, then that's a good stop loss to set. That's a good weekend swing I had from last week into this week that we are still in. It's pretty much down like 6, 7, 8% here. Didn't take any day trades. I was a little too skittish on this. Honestly, I was just my priority was just updating today, really. But nice to see this move up still. Saw a lot of guys take a lot of good trades today. Who knows? Maybe I'll catch a trade end of day today or catch one tomorrow. I'm not really pressed to take a day trade every single day. But a lot of really good trades today by the chat too, though. I was looking through a lot of them, and every single trade so far has just made sense, and that's all that matters. It's not about if you won or not. It's nice to see that you guys are taking trades from good areas. You're not just randomly entering, throwing money at the chart. You're actually waiting for good, multiple points of confirmation to pop up. You're not just looking for one thing to happen. You're looking for multiple things to happen. So glad to see a lot of that. And yeah, if you were in the Discord, just for clarification again, on Tuesdays and Thursdays, that is when Devin will be streaming in the voice chats. So you guys will have that. I take those days to make more videos or to talk with people I've been trying to. Not really, I don't call them mentorships or one-on-ones, but people I work closer with. Those are good days for me to check up on them. Very active in the Discord. A lot of people are super active in the Discord pretty much every day anyway. I'd say Fridays are the only real dead day in our Discord. Just because everyone's either in this stream or they're trading or enjoying their weekend early. Which I will never complain about. I love when you guys take it early and just start your weekends early. But thank you guys. Over 70 likes on the stream. I can't thank you guys enough. Almost 200 people clicked on today's stream. That's crazy. All right. Looks like the buyers did step in. They're trying to hold previous day supply as buyer demand. So we'll see if this continues to hold. But so far, short-term confirmation has been made. You're on the 5-minute. So you can take a fib down from here all the way down to the low of this move before the buyer stepped in. You can go to the 1 minute and we can start to look for bearish patterns to pop up. I'm going to go over to the flexible grid so we don't have to stare at just one screen. Yo, get this song off. What? So now you can tell if this is going to be a way bigger buyer move, or if a slowdown really is stepping in at 447s. Watching the 15-minute, yeah, that's probably the best one to look at right now. Just because it's a little bit more stable of a view. Okay, hold up. I gotta fix all three of these. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end the stream there. You guys have the Discord stream tomorrow in the voice chat, so make sure to be there. I will alert everyone where to go, where to click. Devin will also be there, so yeah, we'll be there. I'll have tomorrow's watch list up. I'll make sure to post a review today if I can. But yeah, please guys, if you have any questions or if you have anything that you need to review, just DM me, tag me in chat, ask me where you need to look or what you need to look at. But yeah, I'll see you guys later on, though. Thank you guys again for such a great stream. We had a 2.5-hour stream. I started today's stream at about 8 flat to give you guys 30 minutes of pre-market prep. Every time I stream, I will start to try and do that, so you guys have a little bit of prep, except on Fridays. Fridays, I'm probably just going to try to start them right at the open or right before the open, because we're going to have an entire day to talk about things. But thank you guys again. Please share the Discord around, share the streams around, share the channel around. It's free to promote the channel. So thank you guys again. I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you all.